7-yard gain out to the 45.5. So we'll call it 2nd down and 3. The opening moments of the second quarter, there is no score. Well, tonight, don't forget, Saturday Night Live with Howard Cosell. Guests include George Burns, Walter Matthau, superstar O.J. Simpson, comedian Steve Landesberg, Lee Majors. And that's tonight at 8 Eastern, 7 Central over most of these stations. Okay, make it 3rd down and 3 now. And he's ahead of that forward stake. What a player. He is unbelievable.
You just shake your head, Chris.
Chuck Muncie, 14 yards when it looked as though he was going to get about 5.
He called him an all-purpose back early in the game, and that's what he truly is. He's an exceptional blocker, a remarkable pass receiver, and look at this boy's balance and ability to fight through the tackles. There's just no way that he's going to get away from Bush, but he does.
That effort gains yardage to the 40 of SC, and here he comes again, losing his footing. Let's see if the play was whistled dead. All right. That'll be a 2nd down. Not a recovery of a loose ball.
John McKay on the sidelines, I know, was nervous about this game. He signed yesterday with Tampa, the new franchise in the NFL. We're going to talk about that at halftime. John did not want to be interviewed about it because he did not want to give anyone the idea that he had in any way slackened off preparation for this game.
And we'll learn more about Ricky Bell at halftime, too. Muncie with 24 yards, Bell with 22 thus far in this confrontation for the first time this year. Or last year, because Muncie didn't play. Ruff going to Rivera. First down inside the 20. What a game. This is college football at its finest.
You could see them all go for the running fake that time. Linebackers coming up, and when the linebackers come up, he's going to be open out there. Rivera really can find the open spots. Let's watch the play again. There's the fake. Muncie coming over the ball. That freezes those linebackers. With no linebackers there, Rivera simply curled in front of the defensive safety man and was wide open. First down.
Leon Washington is in the lineup, number 28, in a double wing formation. Now he goes wider. It's a 1st and 10 from the SC 19, no score. Picking his way, Paul Jones, the freshman fullback. What a high stepper with those short, powerful legs.
There's such quality today in college football, Chris. It seems that every team have running backs that just kind of make you shake your head.
Those vitamins, huh? Rivera now has caught 3 passes for 56 yards. Roth has completed 6 of 12. That's his batting average. Throwing average, 50%. The passes have gained 70 yards for California. Walker to the far side on a 2nd and 2 from the SC 11. No score. A marker is down in the backfield. Wesley Walker on a beautifully timed and thrown pass.
They, as you noticed, moved Muncie from his tailback position up into a wingback position. The quarterback called the snap count before he could quite be set. He was not set for 1 second, and the play will come back. Let's watch Walker. That's that 9.4 speed, and he's open. Roth had it on target, but the play is coming back. A very expensive penalty.
Wesley Walker, a junior from Carson, California. So we bring the ball back 5 yards to the 16. The down remains the same. It's 2nd down and 7 for the Golden Bears, who have looked great. Tied SC last year at the Coliseum. And now this year need to win to stay in the Pac-8 battle for a bid to the Rose Bowl. Muncie and Jones are set in the eye. Walker goes in motion, 2nd and 7. Touchdown, Wesley Walker.
He just absolutely beat Hogan. Hogan was with him man for man, but that 9.4 speed that we mentioned was all it took. You can see him going in motion there. Walker to the left of your screen, and was then down, out, and just had speed enough to break it to the outside. As Hogan tried to make the tackle, he turned upfield and into the end zone.
All right, that's Roth's 6th touchdown pass of the year. Jim Breach will try to up the count by 1. Here's the kick, side wheeling it. Good! 7-0. California over SC. A 62-yard variety march by California. They lead 7-0.
My grandson thinks I've got the best job in the world. I do, too. I've been in love with trains ever since the Christmas my dad gave me my first Lionel. You say they don't make things like they used to. Well, they still make Lionels big and rugged like when we were kids. This Christmas, don't give your children anything less than your father gave you. A big, rugged Lionel train. Let's tell your mother we're checking out a new engine. We'll be a little late.
Hey, America, Chevrolet's made room for you in 76.
What kind of room, Chevy?
Why, any size room you want, America. Now, Monte Carlo here, that's your personal size car.
Ah.
CHEVELLE, that's your mid-size car. CHEVELLE and Caprice, they're your full-size cars. So try one on for size, America. Try one on for size.
Try one on for price. Try one on for value. Try one on for style. Try one on for size.
The bigger size cars from Chevrolet.
Thanks, Chevy.
All right, Steve Mayle will do the kicking following a surprising California touchdown. And with the point after, the Golden Bears, before their home fans, lead 7-0 with 11:54 to go in the second quarter. All the excitement of college football deep now. Robin Robinson, number 43, and Dwight Ford, number 22. It's a short kick. Number 21, Jesse Thompson, or make it Lynn Kane, that carried the ball, bringing it out to about the 25. Pete Sitta made the tackle. Tell us about Howard's show tonight, Bud.
Well, it's going to have the great variety that you see on Saturday Night Live with Howard Cosell. Guests include George Burns, Walter Matthau, and superstar O.J. Simpson. Comedian Steve Landsberg, Lee Majors, the star of ABC's $6 Million Man, and the fabulous Radio City Music Hall Rockettes.
All right, number 4 ranked SC. Down a trail. Here's a long one thrown by Evans. It was way over the head of number 18, the sophomore from Burbank, California, Randy Simren, as Jeff Moy covered on the play, a native of Modesta. Evans now has thrown 4 times. He's completed 1 for 11 yards. So it's back to the 25. Second down and 10 as we look at Ricky Bell, number 42, number 36, Mosi Tatupu of Honolulu. Quarterback is number 8, Evans. And Sheldon Diggs, 26, is the flanker. Split end, make correction now. Dennis Thurman has come in, number 7, from Santa Monica, California. Second down and 10. California leads SC 7-0. Thurman, who came into the lineup, caught that pass and travels out near the midfield stripe. 23 yards on the play. Harold Pike made the tackle, number 23. And there comes number 7 back into the huddle. Or he's coming to the sideline, replaced by 26, Shelton Diggs.
A little bit of a fake there. Great block by Bell. And Evans hits Thurman wide open. They had both linebackers coming. Man-for-man defense, and he was just a little bit faster than the pursuer. Fine catch by Thurman and an excellent throw by Evans.
Powerful SC has only gotten to the Cal 33. They're right now at their own 49 with a 1st and 10. Evans going to the air. Intended for Diggs, number 26, as the flankers are being alternated. Sending in plays from the near sideline, Coach John McKay and his staff. Evans now 2 of 6 for 34 yards, but California leads 7-0.
And you can tell that John McKay has decided we better throw the ball against this gambling defense. They've thrown 3 times in succession.
All right. SC in the white jerseys. Going up to the line now, to the far side. Simren, Evans calling signals, 2nd and 10. Ricky Bell. For USC fans, we should probably point out that at the Coliseum last year, California got off to a 12-0 lead, only to have the game wind up in a 15-15 tie. Right now, California leading 7-0. Bell now 28 yards.
So the California coaching staff does a great job of reading the defenses, and their offense seems to get better as the game goes along. They begin to pick up the tendencies defensively, and once you've done that, of course, with proper playing field coordination, you can take advantage of them as we look at John McKay.
52 years old, 16th year and final year at Southern California. Kane and Tatupu are in the backfield along with Ricky Bell. Here comes Kane. Lynn Kane on a 3rd and 5. And let's see where his forward progress will be marked, where the ball will be spotted. Very, very important here. Around the 42 of California. Greg Ricks, number 35, and 16, Jeff Moyne. Hundreds of thousands of high school boys and girls are benefiting from interscholastic athletics at the junior varsity, sophomore, and freshman levels. The National Federation of State High School Associations urges your support of high school athletic programs on all levels of competition. Now on 4th down and a little more than the length of a football, SC goes for it. Vince Evans beautifully faking Ricky Bell into the line. Then he comes outside, and the Trojan gamble has paid off. Of course, with a team like that, I guess it isn't much of a gamble, but...
Well, it's a gamble, Chris, if you give it to the obvious player. California had put in their goal line defense, so they thought Bell was going to have the ball. Actually, they made a very good adjustment to pick up Evans. He might have broken that all the way.
So it's a 1st and 10 for the Trojans. They have the ball at the 38. Their deepest penetration thus far, and we're in the 2nd quarter with about 10 minutes to go and trailing 0-7. It has been the California 33. Right now the 38, 1st down from the eye. Fake to Bell, who blocks. What a hit. Diggs was the receiver. Pinning him down, 43, Sid Lofton.
California was worried about this defensive secondary. It's very inexperienced. 1 freshman, Harrell, playing a cornerback, 2 sophomores, and only 1 junior. Not much experience, but thus far they've been solid.
There's the California defense. They have held number 4 ranked SC scoreless, and we're in the 2nd quarter, coming up to the halfway mark. Going to the left is Semren. Diggs 26 to the near side on a 2nd down and 10 from the Cal 38. Difficult to contain. And he's out of bounds inside the 35 of California. Phil Heck forcing him out, number 88. You see him in the blue jersey. Diggs, number 26, injured his arm on that play. So coming into the lineup is Dennis Thurman as we look at Mike White, the head coach of the University of California Bears. Penalty. John Presley.
Yeah, a really big one, Chris.
Goodness. A tough one. So at the 19, personal foul. 1st down, SC's deepest penetration at the 19 of California.
The referee judged that Bell was hit after he was out of bounds that time. The penalty was for hitting after the play was over.
California with 4 penalties, 40 yards thus far in the game. Junior Lee, number 19, is left. 1st and 10 from the 19. In the slot is Thurman, number 7. Good call by quarterback Vince Evans. Jeff Moy, number 16 and number 35, Greg Ricks in on the play. Number 8, Vince Evans.
John McKay using that 3rd dimension of the offense. It's been Bell mainly with Southern California thus far in the season. As I mentioned earlier, Tupu last week broke it open in the 4th quarter against Notre Dame, and Evans thus far is the back that has moved the ball well for Southern California.
About 2.5 minutes ago, California went 62 yards in 6 plays to score. They lead 7-0. Now it's 2nd and 3 at the Cal 12. The Trojans have it. There he goes. The 11th touchdown for the nation's number 1 rusher, Ricky Bell. 12 yards to score. Yards in 10 plays. And now it's 7-6. And trying for the point after will be Breach. Correction. It'll be Walker, number 39. Holding the ball is Dennis Thurman. That speedster that you've seen catch a pass or two. It's up and good. A tie game, 7-7, with 9:05 remaining in the 2nd quarter here at California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley.
Independence Square, Philadelphia. And there go the Larsons to discover a part of America's history.
Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence right here.
Bell is inscribed, proclaim liberty throughout
Later
all
they discovered
Oh, no, the lights.
the Sears Die Hard with extra power to start your car when most batteries won't. It's making history. Sold only at Sears.
When you've got to get through and the roads turn tough, it helps to have a tire like the Sears steel-belted Snow Guard. With the kind of sure-footed traction that comes from a combination of steel belts and deep fighting snow tread. The Sears steel-belted Snow Guard, on sale now. Save 25 to 35%, only at Sears.
A replay of the SC touchdown.
You can stop Bell part of the time, but you're not going to stop him all of the time. Fine block by Tutupu, fine block by Hickman, and then Bell simply jukes the safety man. He had a wide open shot at him, but didn't even slow him up. And Ricky Bell takes it into the end zone.
75 yards, 10 plays, Bud. What a pleasure to be here in Northern California on this pleasant autumn afternoon with you, Bud.
Southern California had 4 possessions. They've scored only 1 time. And Cal can shut them off that well. They're going to stay in the game.
All right, now Glenn Walker kicking off to California. The sun in their back. Vern Smith, number 30 at the goal line. Moving out to the 5, 10, 15, a little hole, and he's brought down at the 18. If you just joined us, back-to-back touchdowns in as many drives. A 62-yard march in 6 plays. California scored. And then the next series, and it just happened, SC went 75 in 10 plays. Ricky Bell going 12 yards. The California touchdown, a 16-yard pass, Roth to Walker. And in the comparisons, the battle between Bell and Muncie, Bell 9 carries, 44 yards. Muncie 5, 24 yards. Muncie is also number 42, the blue jersey. The lone setback, the double wing from the 19. Steve Rivera, number 7, catching the pass. Ron Bush covering defensively for the Trojans.
And they know that they've got to give Rivera some room. He's got enough speed going downfield. Bush laid off him that time about 10 to 12 yards, and they picked it up beautifully. And very simple, quick pass, nice gain.
Rivera now to the near side. He's only 6 feet tall, 180 pounds, a senior from Wilmington, California. 2nd and 5. That's Roth. Rivera again. Steve Rivera.
I like both these offenses, Chris, because when you got people like Muncie coming over the ball and Bell coming over the ball, those linebackers better respect them. This Rivera again. That time Muncie faked over the ball. The linebackers had to come up. Rivera running the post pattern. The linebackers are up, and he's open. The ball hits him perfectly. Fine reception.
Rivera's had a workout, so he gets a rest now. As number 21, Jesse Thompson, comes to the near side of the field. Rivera 5 for 75 yards. Roth 9 of 15 in completions. 1st and 10 from the 38. Rivera again. Steve Rivera.
I like both these offenses, Chris, because when you got people like Muncie coming over the ball and Bell coming over the ball, those linebackers better respect them. This Rivera again. That time Muncie faked over the ball. The linebackers had to come up. Rivera running the post pattern. The linebackers are up, and he's open. The ball hits him perfectly. Fine reception.
Rivera's had a workout, so he gets a rest now. As number 21, Jesse Thompson, comes to the near side of the field. Rivera 5 for 75 yards. Roth 9 of 15 in completions. 1st and 10 from the 38. And another look at senior Chuck Muncie. Number 4 in the nation rushing, behind Ricky Bell.
Field position has been in Southern California's favor on the exchange. California's had the ball 4 times, once on the 14, once on the 20, once on the 39, and then once on the 18. But their offense moves the ball consistently.
Let's pause for 5 seconds for local station identification. Okay, it's 2nd and 4 for California at their own 44. The score is tied at 7. 7:22 left in the 2nd quarter. And a penalty. 21, Jess Thompson. His progress forward impeded by Ron Bush, number 23.
I think he was going to fake the throw, and he's calling the penalty against the receiver rather than against the defender.
Well, I got to take a 5-yard penalty on that one. It's against Cal.
I'm not too sure that wasn't a very good play that he made. It was going to be the quick pass, and it could have been an interception when you throw it out that far. And if you get one of those intercepted, Chris, that's 7 points.
All right, there was the interference call.
Look at it again. This Thompson, and he starts down the field, and Bush came up. It must have been some kind of a screen called, and Bush, of course, was hit as Thompson knocked him down. Penalty against the offensive would-be receiver.
And it's a loss of down. 3rd down and 19 from the 29. Roth wants to make it up. There is the first catch by Chuck Muncie, the tailback for California. Brings it out to about the 38. So it's going to be 4th down now, a punting situation. As Dale Logie, number 54 of Los Angeles, made the tackle for the Trojans. So it'll be California kicking from right to left. It's a calm afternoon, and here in Strawberry Canyon. Beautiful bowl. And they're battling for the Rose Bowl here this afternoon as Greg Cummins, 25, will punt. Faking it. And, Bud, this was one of the plays that Mike White was going to put in, but...
Well, it's one of those things where you've got to give him credit for shooting for it. It was a great play for Stanford in the Rose Bowl. It did not work this time. We'll be back very shortly.
Montana, a search and rescue team on a practice run with a 76 Chevy Blazer. Tough country, genuine Blazer country. Blazer is built tough with almost 7 inches of ground clearance and available full-time 4-wheel drive that just keeps on coming. There's a tough new steel top over the front seat. Chevy Blazer, the rough, tough, go-anywhere vehicle. Chevy truck. Your money's worth mile after mile.
Sometimes Bank Americard can make all the difference.
6'3" tailback, true All-American. Chuck Muncie watches now as SC gets the ball at the 45 from a punt formation. Vern Smith on a fake carried the ball, failed to make the necessary yardage, so on downs, SC has it at the Cal 45 with the score tied 7-0, 6:35 to go in the first half. And there goes Ricky Bell. Ricky Bell penetrating deeper with good blocking up front, and believe me, he has some, in Hickman Davis and Cordell. Pete Sitta making the stop. Bell now 10 carries, 52 yards.
And Diggs, the wingback for Southern California, has injured his shoulder, will not play anymore in this half. They'll check him over at halftime, and maybe he can come back in the second half.
All right, his replacement is Dennis Thurman, number 7 in most cases. So now with a 2nd and 2 at the Cal 37. Trying to get the 2, Ricky Bell. Chuck Heckstrom in on the tackle. Along with number 53, Larry Grader.
Going back to the fake punt, Chris, I think it's a good strategy, even though it didn't work. Against a team like Southern California, you've got to maintain ball possession. If they have the ball, they're going to put points on the board. The penalty had seemingly stopped California, but they were not willing to quite give it up. If it works, you say, boy, what a smart call. And when it doesn't, great to be Monday morning.
Right. The Trojans now need the length of a football on 3rd down for 1st down. Tatupu and Ricky Bell are the setbacks behind Evans, who does it on his own, plus the help of Hickman, Cordell, Davis, Jackson, and Powell. So SC continues the drive as we've come to the 5-minute and 14-second mark of the second quarter. The score tied 7-7. Next Saturday on ABC's Wide World of Sports, 3 exciting events from Laurel Racecourse in Maryland to Washington, D.C. International, with the richest horse racing field ever assembled. Then the Michigan International Speedway and Irish Hills, Indianapolis-type cars. And then to the famed Banzai Pipeline for an event you've enjoyed before, the Hawaiian Masters Surfing Championship, a 3-part show of beauty. First and 10 from the 33. And Ricky Bell, number 42, carried on the play. George Ricks submarining to make the stop here at California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. Play stopped at the 34. Loss on the play, so it's going to be 2nd down and 11. That's the first time Ricky has lost a yard today.
He's amazing, Chris, in his durability to carry the ball 35, 40 times each week, and he seems to get better as the game goes along. He's his toughest in the 3rd and 4th quarters.
More than just mentioned for the Heisman Trophy, a real candidate. 2nd and 11 for SC from the 34. Score tied, 7. Beautiful catch by Dennis Thurman, number 7, the sophomore from Santa Monica. 6 feet tall, 170 pounds. And the forward progress is stopped short, it appears, of a first down. It'll be brought in now.
Quick drop back pattern. There's no defense for this. Thurman had gone down the field. He turned and was coming back toward the ball. And unless you've got someone in front of it, which is very difficult to do with Bell faking over the ball, if it's well thrown, it's going to be complete.
Incidentally, in Ohio State's 24-14 win over Indiana today, Archie Griffin got his 29th straight 100-yard game. 28 carries, 150 yards. This season, 1,060. This man coming into the game led the nation, 1,235. And there he goes again. Look at that power. Phil Heck in on the tackle for the California defense. And also number 37 for California, that's Burl Toller, whose father is an official in the National Football League. Burl Toller, he's a sophomore from San Francisco, 6'1", 195. So the ball now is at the 20, where it'll be 1st and 10, and SC is driving for their second score with the score tied at 7. Tatupu, like he was riding the surf.
Balanced offense. You've got Tatupu who can hit it up inside. Bell, of course, can hit it anywhere. And Evans is having a fine day throwing the ball. Southern California has been forced to throw to loosen up the Golden Bears defense, and Evans has hit just enough of them to keep those linebackers loose and backed out slightly.
After that 15-yard gain by number 36 Tatupu, he has 37 yards. Almost went beyond the reef. Well, now at the 5, 1st and goal. 2:43 remaining in the first half. California 7. USC 7. Evans, Bell blocking. Ricky Bell throwing a block on the far side of the field. And Evans picks up perhaps 2 yards, maybe 3.
Let's watch it again. Gives you some idea of the problems that a defensive team has. Quarterback simply rolling out. Bell started to hit in, saw it all clogged up, then moved to the outside. Made a very good block that time. He had Fisk down, but the ball carrier, Evans, moved up inside instead of slipping to the outside of the block.
The Southern California band will entertain at halftime. Also, the Golden Bear Marching Band. Don't miss it. 2nd and goal from the 3 as Evans gained 2. And Bell battling for the goal line. Let's see. The California players have made a ruling, but let's wait for the official ruling. Bell losing the handle, but apparently the play had been whistled dead. So that'll bring up a 3rd down at about the 1.5.
Let's take a look at the play again. Here comes Bell. An excellent shot from the end zone. The ball is placed in extremely well. He weaves a little, then drives for the goal line. And he's stopped right now. The ball had not come out at that point in time. I think the decision was correct.
This is a 10th play in this drive. They're trying to cap a 45-yard march, and the visiting team, the Trojans, Evans could not. He was sure that the signals would not be audible to his teammates. California has not won here at Berkeley, the California Memorial Stadium, since 1957. So they are fired up today, having a fine season, 3-1 in the Pac-8, 4-3 overall. So coming to the right now is Senren, number 18. It'll be a power I formation. 21 Kane, 2 fullbacks, Tatupu, and then Ricky Bell, third, and goal. No. 4th down coming up.
Very determined, beautiful goal line defense.
All right. And it looked like Phil Heck was in on a beautiful defensive play.
37 seconds remaining. Do you go for the field goal to get ahead, or do you think you can put the touchdown on the board? Johnny McKay is calling Evans over to discuss the matter with him.
All right, time has been called. Sam Best was also in defensively for California. So, tension mounting. We'll be back to see it unfold in a moment.
How do you spell relief?
When I have heartburn, I spell relief R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
For acid indigestion, I spell it R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Rolaids spells relief. In this test with Rolaids active ingredient, laboratory acid changes color to prove Rolaids consumes 47 times its weight in excess stomach acid. How do you spell relief?
For gas, I know. R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Rolaids spells relief.
Move over, Track 2 adjustable. Here comes the smaller Schick Super 2 adjustable cartridge. It's new, easy to maneuver for a good close shave with clearly marked settings that adjust the blades to your face. And only Schick coats both blades with Teflon to love your face by making twin blade closeness super comfortable.
Now that feels like love.
It's your face, let Schick love it.
Schick Super 2, regular or new adjustable.
We must praise the California defense against number 4 ranked SC. They've been penetrated. They had a 1st and goal at the 5 SC. Now it's 4th down, the 11th play of this drive. On 4th down with 37 seconds left in the first half, the score tied. Evans. No. And they have held on downs. Wow.
Nothing warms your heart like that kind of a goal line defense. 1st down on the 5-yard line against one of the great rushing teams in Southern California history, and they snuffed them off.
Jeff Moy, number 16. They're cheering for him, and a great 11-man effort against powerful Southern California. So, we have 33 seconds left in the first half. The score remains tied at 7. California with the ball.
Take a look at the play again. Heck faking to Evans. Reverse pivot, keeping the ball. He's hit, he drives, but he does not cross right.
Number 12, Joe Roth, has completed the last 7 passes in a row. 10 of 16. 1st down. And wisely keeping the ball. Joe Roth getting out perhaps to maybe the 2.
Have to mention number 88 on that California defense, Phil Heck, senior linebacker. He's had 8 tackles and 3 assists thus far. He's the heart of the defense.
And that's something, Bud, starting with a 1st and goal at the California 5. There's Phil Heck, a good look at the blonde from California.
He's an anchor man.
Okay. You see the ball between the hash marks at the 2. And at this moment, the SC Trojans call for a timeout on the clock. 5 seconds to go. You just joined us? The first score by California, 62 yards in 6 plays. A 16-yard pass, Roth to Walker. And then the next series, the Trojans went 75 yards in 10 plays. Ricky Bell going 12 for his 11th touchdown of the year. It's all the scoring we've had. We've had a blocked 51-yard attempt by SC. We've had a little of everything. A great goal line defense. And that's Joe Roth, number 12, talking to Mike White, the head coach, and the staff. Coming back out now with a 2nd down and 9. The college football scoreboard follows our telecast here from Northern California.
The percentages of your scoring with 5 seconds to go from your own 1.5-yard line are very slim, but California is a gambling kind of team that might choose to take a pop at it.
Back in our New York studio, Werner Wolf and Dave Dials having a long day, but they're going to bring you a lot of scores, and we'll be popping some at our first chance. On a 2nd and 9 now with 5 seconds to go. Score tied at 7. First half about to end. Roth again on a keeper. And the time ticks off, and that's it for a bruising first half. You're watching another exclusive of ABC Sports. We'll return for the halftime festivities at the USC California game after this word about an upcoming show on ABC. Here, it's 7-7.
I guess you saw where Henry Kissinger had a meeting with Mao Zedong last week in China.
Yeah, old Mao wanted to find out what's going on in our country, so he asked Kissinger, what's our defense budget?
Yeah.
How many CIA spies have we in Peking?
Yeah.
And has Susan broken the good news to Mama yet?
Yeah, join us for a fun look at the news on the Rowan and Martin Report.
Don't miss the fun Wednesday night at 8, 7 Central Time on the Rowan Martin Report here on ABC.
I told you he'd get back to
Working with Bud Wilkinson today. I'm Chris Schenkel, and we're at halftime, and Bud, 7-7 sort of tells the story of what kind of a game we've watched.
Well, I think many people are wondering, John McKay's decision to go to Tampa to retire from Southern California at the end of this season affect the play of his team. I really doubt that, Chris, very much. The players are always ready to go. I think it has a disturbing effect on your coaching staff.
How do you mean?
Well, the coaches wonder, am I going to go with Coach McKay? Might I be the head coach of this team? Whoever is selected as head coach, will I stay? Those things kind of break your concentration, but I don't believe you can in any way criticize John McKay's decision. He has done so well. 3 successive Rose Bowl teams, 4 national champions. You know, where do you go from here?
Well, of course, the nature of the deal itself, Bud, with tremendous sums of money, long-range security, which in some coaching ranks, you can't be that secure. So, as you say, we don't blame him. We can only wish him well and pat him on the back for the great years he's had at SC, his 16th.
Well, John would like very much to have had an interview with you, Chris, to talk about this decision, but he knew that the effect of his announcement, which he was forced into making because of the constant rumors having such an unsettling effect, would have people wondering, did it affect his team in this game? So he did not feel that he ought to be interviewed to show everyone how deeply interested he was in this contest, and he's going to be that way for the rest of the season. He's that kind of a man.
Well, but if he declines when you ask him, then we know it's for real because he's one of your close friends.
Well, he's a superior football coach. He's a great man. He's got a sense of humor. He keeps people relaxed when they ought to be relaxed. He gives them that shot of discipline when you have to have discipline. One of the greatest in the game.
Yes, a lot of good things come out of Los Angeles, California. And from the USC campus, the Trojan Marching Band. So let's watch and listen. USC band, over 250 strong, with students from every field of study. Their director, Dr. Arthur C. Bartner. You saw Becky Armstrong, the twirler, just a few moments ago. And today they're going to do roundabout, chameleon, and do the hustle. We should point out as they go into that beautiful formation that here's a band that just returned from a triumphant trip to Notre Dame, a trip which culminated a 2-year, $52,000 fundraising drive with all monies raised by the band. The Trojan band tripled in size over the past 4 years. The drum major is Pete Lepo. And here, the home base of the California Golden Bears, California Memorial Stadium on a sun-drenched afternoon. The halftime score is 7-7. California scoring first. If you just joined us, 62 yards, 6 plays, a pass. Rough to Walker. SC went 75 in the next series. In 10 plays, Ricky Bell to score from 12 yards out. That's Becky Armstrong. Chameleon is the name of the tune and the formation, concert-like formation by the Trojan Marching Band. Over 250 strong. Musically, it's the powerful Trojan Band. And on the field this year, the Trojans have delighted and cheered the play of Ricky Bell, the junior tailback for Coach John McKay. John McKay says he's the best linebacker on the team. Says he's the best blocker on the team. He had to use him as a runner, and of course he's the best runner on the team. We're talking about Ricky Bell. Up close and personal now with number 42, Ricky Bell. Ricky Bell.